Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Actually, I had to look up at the name just right off screen here. I was gonna say Adastra because, well, that was the last one I did. Actually, no, Shelter was the last one I did because there was, an update. Anyways, before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, it's on the internet. You can get it for free, and if you want to support them, Patreon. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we hung out with... His name starts with an M. Basically our old wolf friend. And now we're eating lunch with, Lake and others. Like, this one here, Jorgen. Oh yeah, this do look pretty nice. Define modest. Also Norway. Define Norway. Oh, right. I'm supposed to read this stuff. Right. Hi, I'm Dark. Sorry, like, I completely forgot because I'm like, ooh, look at me. I'm just reading it in my head. But then I'm like, oh, right. I'm trying to read this again. Because I guess people like that. Hi, I'm Dark. You're a friend of Lake, yes? I think you could say that, yes. I'm actually his boyfriend. Good meeting you then. Likewise. His expression definitely doesn't say so. Well, I tried. I started stuffing myself with the stew and tuning out the other conversation happening at our table. Oh, tune in. A traditional lunch in Norway is much, much more modest, but it's nice to have something like this from time to time. What do you mean, what do you normally eat for lunch then? Usually we just have 2 or 3 open sandwiches with hummus or something else. But it's always plain. I wonder, is hummus a Norway thing, or is hummus like something that Norwegians just really like? I mean, I like hummus. Anyways. I don't know Rune. He doesn't know me. But if I ever want to even talk to him, this is the best chance I have. On the other paw, I was already discussing something with Lake. I hope he won't mind. Oh, decisions. It is I do feel kind of bad because I'm like, well, do I go with my dick route, or do I go with just hanging out and being friends with people route? Jeez, and look at that bulgy down there. You know what I'm talking about. Because I was being with Mikko, I think that's his name, and then I was talking to Lake, and now there's Rune talking, and if I had to fuck anybody, it would probably be the deer. Mikko's pretty cute too. Yeah, let's give Rune some love, and maybe focus on like, go to other choices at different points, you know? Kind of like with Adastra. No, wait, that was just one guy. Shelter and other stuff. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Why did you make a tradition out of eating something plain? Rune turns towards me, looking somewhat surprised by the sudden intrusion in the conversation. It's fast and convenient. Eating lunch at work for us is almost mechanical. It's not something you look forward to. It's an occasion for a quick break and some sustenance for the afternoon before coming back home. I guess he's a busy boy. We call it matpakke, which simply means packed lunch. Damn you and your smile. So I take it that you're not from around here? I don't think we've met yet. No, I'm Dark, a freshman here. I moved here from Finland to study. Cognitive science? Okay, what is that? I think it's like brain stuff. Yeah, distance is one thing. Cognitive science is the interdisciplinary study of mind and intelligence, embracing philosophy, psychology, artificial intelligence, neuroscience, linguistics, and anthropology. Neat. I thought it was just a photography guy, but I guess that's his hobby. I glance at Coach. He acknowledges my presence, nodding, and I mutter a quiet, awkward, "Hello, Professor." I do that sometimes too, or like I attempt to say a word, but then I just kind of pretty much just mouth it or whisper it. It happens. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Rune, and I study neuroscience. His smile is confident and seems genuine. Like he's actually happy to meet me, not just saying it out of courtesy. I haven't heard him talk before today. I always imagined him having a husky voice, but it's actually rather smooth, deep, and resonant. I mean, he doesn't seem like a husky dude, unless you're talking about that one image from his dream. I wonder if he's used to giving orders. He'd be good at it with that voice. I can't remember what voice he had in my dream. Maybe my own? It's weird that I've done stuff with him before he even knew me. Even if it wasn't a dream. I would like to take a better look at him, but his gaze is piercing right through me. Besides, his lively eyes are mesmerizing. I can just sit here and stare at them instead and still be happy. And how do you like it here? Oh, it's not that different. Norway is beautiful, of course, with all the mountains and fjords. Is it fjords? But our way of living is fairly similar. Our languages have nothing in common, though. It will take me much more than these 4 months I've been living here to be able to hold a conversation in Norwegian. So wait, then what are they talking right now? English? I mean, I have to assume since like most of Europe knows it. I know the Germans are very fluent in it. More than the English, even. The fact that we can't even agree on one national standard doesn't make it any easier, I imagine. Like, are you talking about the northern areas? Anyways. That was confusing at first, yeah. To learn that you don't speak just one language. Back in Finland, I speak Finnish. It's the name of the country. I was living in a small town, and here I'm living in a big city. It makes the biggest difference. I had trouble sleeping the first few nights. It's much brighter and louder at nights than it was back home. And of course, I miss having a sauna in the building where I live. Wait, you had a sauna in the same building? Yes, it's pretty standard in Finland. Most people have a sauna in the same building they live in, be it a house or an apartment building. It's like a communal sauna or like an individual. It'd have to be communal, right? Oh wow, I like saunas, but that is pretty crazy. Nah, what is crazy is that I have to take the bus to go to a sauna. Well, it would be pretty convenient to have one within walking distance. A nice relaxing sauna after a workout would be great. I would like to say the same thing, but I'm always hot, and also I live in bloody Texas where it's hot and humid. So, granted, I do go the hot sun at a stretch. I know that there is one here, so if you want to hit the sauna with me, just say so. I will. He winks at me. I laugh nervously, blushing. I think my heart just skipped a beat. Oh, hey, that's arrhythmia. I don't know, I try to think of something where your heart goes all not good. Meanwhile, Coach finished eating and stood up, grunting to get everyone's attention. Attention, everyone. A few important things to say. I'm not going to be doing voices. Because that would make me sound even more silly. The cafeteria goes silent in an instant. Everyone turns to Coach's direction, who stands next to his seat. Welcome to the first day of our winter science camp. Here you'll be battling to the death with science. Ahead of us is a full week of activities, lectures, and practical classes, and some lecture time as well. Leisure. For now, we'll let you rest. After lunch, you're free to do whatever you please, even other people. Today is for integration and fun. Alan takes a note out of his pocket and starts reading from it. Dinner is at 1600 here in the cafeteria. This evening, if the weather allows, those who signed up for it will be observing stars from the terrace. At the guest house facilities, all the guest house facilities are at your disposal. This includes a swimming pool, sauna, and common space with a snooker table. Oh, pool? Okay. It's called snooker? Wait, is there a difference? Snooker tables are usually lower set and bigger than pool tables, but their pockets are smaller than those of pool tables. Huh. Okay. All the guest house facilities is snooker table. Oh yes, Rune was right then. A small win for me. Please remember that tomorrow we'll be meeting at the entrance at 7:45 for a trip to the town. Don't be late. Breakfast served at 700 or 7 o'clock. Then folds the paper bag and hides in his pocket, looking around the room at all the students. Boy, you're small too. I thought it would be bigger, because usually Tanukis are, big people. Well, except for what's her name from Trials in Tainted Space. He's rather lithe, I think. Except in one area. Anyways, you're all students, so you're free to leave the guest house. Just please don't do anything stupid. It will be the teachers who will have to handle that. If you need anything, you can find me in room number 2. In case there's an emergency, I'm your first person to contact. I see that most of you have finished already. That's all for now. You're free to go. Coach sits down again and turns towards Rune. I'm gonna hit the pool soon, but I need some rest first. After that lunch. Okay, sure. I'll join you there in a while. Just what is between those two? Is it a threesome? Leaving the speculations for later, I get up, having finished my food. Okay. See you in a while. Sure, take care. See you soon, Dark. Be seeing you soon, Dark. I smile at him and nod. Be seeing you, Rune. I grab a sunshine bun from the plate and take a bite, holding it through the paper. It's so good. I let out a pleasured sigh. Giving Blake a pat on the shoulder, I start walking out of the cafeteria and towards my room. Ooh, nice. Bump into a few students on my way out of the cafeteria, but thankfully the bun didn't take any damage. Why are you clumsy, man? Leaving a crowded room, I catch myself humming a melody. I haven't been in such a good mood in a long while. Man, remember good moods. I'm hoping for some soon. And I've got every reason to be. The air is clean and pleasant, even inside the guest house. I have nothing to worry about. No classes, no assignments, no groceries, or cleaning to be done. It's so peaceful here, and feel a strange energy building up inside me. Excitement for the coming time that threatens to explode. Okay? I'm free. I have nowhere to hurry, and at the same time there's so much I want to do. And we have the whole camp ahead of us. Already can't wait to walk around the forest here, take in some photos, and hop into the sauna afterwards. Rune's words echo in my head. If you want to hit the sauna with me, just say so. Was it actually an offer, or was he just joking? Because I definitely would take him up on it. I conjured up the image of him sitting in the sauna bench, with only a towel around his waist, sweat dripping off his muscular body. Yeah, I do have the things trying to muffle the door. No, not a good time to think about stuff like that, things like that. Looking through the glazed part of the corridor, I see the same panorama of the mountains that is from my room. I can't get enough of this view. Shrouded peaks covered in snow, barren and raw. Wait, snow? Covered in snow or barren? Never mind. The forest undulating in the wind, the falling snow, pearly white and gleaming. Beautiful, isn't it? Hey, Mikko, my friend. I yelped, startled. Got completely lost in thoughts. I didn't hear the footsteps behind me. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I saw you standing here daydreaming. What's up? Just thinking how great it is to be here now. You know, there is a question I do want to ask. I wonder how many dating games are like, you have to mainline this person kind of thing? Or you have to do a couple of checks? Or only just a few things? I'd like to talk to everybody, you know? Anyways. To be here. Good, yeah, that's what happens when I read. It's a good change of scenery from time. Good to change scenery from time to time. Mikko walks up to the window and stands beside me. His arm almost brushes against mine, but he doesn't move any further away, just gaze focus on the view before us. But then, his tail touches mine for a brief moment before he sways it to the other side. Looks like he's still hesitant to Initiate? I think it's in this. Fuck. I think it's initiate.
Initiate.
Thank you. Physical contact. Or maybe he's unsure if I would be okay with it. I move a bit close to him so that our arms touch. He's shorter than me by a head, so he can't bump shoulders, but I hope he understands the gesture. A subtle smile appears on his snout. Oh, brush my tail against his, and doesn't shy away, keeping it close to me. Hey, good to see you getting along well. Suddenly someone approaches me from behind and pats her back unceremoniously. Travis, hey there. It's the Tanuki, shorter than Mikko. Yeah, just a little bit. With lively gleam in his eyes. Must be the one Mikko mentioned earlier. What are you two doing here? Just looking outside. Really depressing, isn't it? I'm starting to miss the sun already. What? You don't like the snow? It's fun for a while, but I'd rather be on the beach now and catch some sun in my fur. And I'm wondering if they're meaning like Northern Europe kind of beach or kind of the American Mediterranean kind of beaches, you know? The closest beach here isn't that far from here, but the part about sun might be a bit more problematic. Anyway, I better get going. I want to rest a bit before lunch. You know, digesting takes some energy. Have a nice rest. I'll be in my room then in any case. You know where to look for me. Feel free to drop by. You're cute with that little smile on your happy face. I nod and turn around, continuing to my room. Finally stand before the door in my room, put my paw in my pocket to take out the key. It's missing, but it's not there. Dun dun dun. Wiggle the paw inside my pocket, but it's empty. Check the other pocket. Only my phone is there. And of course, I wouldn't put the key in the same pocket as my phone anyways. I feel a cold sweat on my forehead. Somehow tiger sweat. No. Things like this don't really happen. There's literally no way I could lose a key. I always hate when that happens, but it doesn't happen often. I always put my keys in my right pocket, and I wear trousers with deep enough pockets that nothing falls out. I press the handle and try and open the door, but it doesn't budge. I knew I locked it anyway. Okay, deep breaths. The key must simply have fallen out of my pocket somewhere along the way. Maybe in the cafeteria? Simply have to retrace my steps and look for it. Turn back around, walk down the stairs, scan the carpet for any unexpected shapes. Some students pass me along the way. I try my best not to look distressed. I don't want the others to look at me as if I'm some clumsy kid, but foremost I'm scared of the possible fines of losing the key. I'm just a student without a job. I can't really afford putting even more strain on my budget. Better not even consider it. I feel like I'm already on the verge of a panic attack. I might have wanted some adventure during the camp, but this is definitely not what I had in mind. Why are you staring at the ground? I almost took back, startled. Why is everyone so set on scaring me today? Rune is standing in front of me and looking at me with concern, clutching the key in his right paw. Rune! I didn't hear your steps. I was just daydreaming. You look like you're looking for something, though. He tilts his head slightly and observes me closely with full seriousness. This is really embarrassing. Well, what are you holding there? This? This is a key to my room. Oh, so you did lose something? I look away embarrassed. All the people that could stumble upon me in this corridor, it had to be him. He doesn't seem to want to mock me, though. Actually, he seems genuinely concerned. He's really perceptive, that's for sure. Now that I'm getting to know him, I have to say that he's different than I imagined. Well, yeah, I cannot find the key to my room. It must have fallen out of my pocket when I was coming back from lunch. I don't know how that could happen, but I don't say that out loud. I just feel bad about this in general. Oh, well, that's bad. Ooh, that is a look there. Is that some kind of Norway thing? You're not supposed to lose your keys? Or something? He scratches his head, ruffling his auburn fur. Okay, here's something that I just thought of that's kind of weird. How do they do the doors in hotels? Like, are all the, like, does the thing in the door have a wire that goes through the hinges that hooks up to somewhere? Or are they wireless and they change out the batteries or something? Like, if you just take your key with you, which, you know, they never seem to care whether you take a key or not, do they go, like, how do they change the code on the door? Yeah, anyways. You should check the reception. Maybe someone found it and returned it there. There? And you can always go to Devon. He should know what to do. We're supposed to go to the teacher in case of emergency, and I would call this one. I guess take his advice. I mean, me, I would be nervous and be like, I'll try finding the key, but I won't take advice. I had feelings about this from the start, but I feel that, let's see, time? Okay, I won't find it anywhere here. I don't just go losing anything like that. You're right, I should just go to the coach. Maybe someone found the key and returned it to him. You remember which room is his, right? Number 2? No idea. Number 13? Sure, it's number 3. It looks surprised I knew. We have known each other for only half an hour, and he's already in such low expectations of me. I mean, I can listen. It was like less than 30 minutes ago, Rune. Moon. No wonder, though, I managed to lose the key to my room within 2 hours of receiving it. So he did pay attention. He extends his paw and starts petting my head. Don't do that. Also, don't call me a good boy. Taken back by the sudden gesture, I froze on the spot, like a deer in the headlights. His paw is gentle, much more than I thought a... Wait, basketball player would be? I read baseball. It was really nice, and I don't want him to stop. But of course this lasts only a second, and his paw is gone from my hair. Good boy. Don't. Okay, go pay a visit then. I better get going now. If you want to catch up later, I'll probably be at the pool. I think that's going to be one of those moments I put in GamerWolf's moments. Blushing fiercely, I nod and turn around, each of us continuing in the opposite direction. Arriving at the door, I already regret my decision. Yeah. I would be nervous too. Also, if it's like other games, he's already banging somebody. Just saying. I don't really look forward to having to explain the whole situation to a teacher. That actually startled me for a sec. I hesitated for a moment before knocking, but finally my knuckles meet the wooden door, knocking on it thrice. I take a step back and stare at the door intensely, waiting for them to open. It only takes a few seconds until they do. Coach Devin head peeks outside. He looks at me, clearly surprised. He's got spots. I didn't notice he had spots. Dark? Do you need something? I glance sideways, checking the corridor is empty. Yes, Professor. I think I lost the key to my room. I see the coach's eyes... Sorry, I got the hiccups. Coach Devin's eyes open wider. He takes a step back, opening the door fully. My God, this is such horrible news. We Norwegians never lose our keys. Come in first. Okay. I enter the room and Coach Devin closes the door after me. What is that thing supposed to be, a CD player? His room smells like him. He's very musky. I didn't even pay attention to scent before. Now's the first thing I notice. Also, what is up with these sheets? They are very colorful. Granted, mine's like blue and darker blue. Yeah, did I mess up my face? Kinda. That's the problem. When I talk, like, I would really have to look directly into the camera. Like, this is kind of directly in, but if I'm reading it like this, it does that thing where my jaw goes like that. But there isn't much I can do about it. Maybe it's some fragrance he's using, combined with his own scent. Musk. Was that Australia? What is that supposed to be? It's very Australia hummocky, but could be Norwegian-y thingy. Fjords. I don't know. Maybe it's some fragrance he's... Oh, right. It's woody and pleasant. It feels comforting, like a reassuring pat on the back. The smell can tell a lot about the personality of its owner. It'd be kind of nice if I could smell myself. I was gonna say, okay, I'll just bottle it, and then... Wait, but it's like, but I constantly smell myself. His room is a bit bigger than mine, and has 2 beds instead of 1. Carpet's different pattern, paint's also different, and some of Coach's private belongings, along with a used mug, are laying on the desk. Desk? Okay. Along them is something I'm sure did not expect to see, a Discman portable CD that has been popular in the 90s. I thought they used to have one, so it is a disc player. I wonder what music Coach listens to, and why does he use this to listen to music? I guess it was like late 90s, early 2000s. The room feels different though, somehow. Maybe because of his scent, as if it was somehow partially infused with his personality already. Light, bright, and vibrant. Despite that, I can see his bag. I can't see his bag nor clothes anywhere. I assume that he has already unpacked himself. I'm really reading into this room. Somehow, I'm getting a feeling that his shirts are all hanging on coat hangers, and underwear neatly folded and tucked away in his drawers. Come on, sit if you want and tell me what happened. He pointed at the chair standing in front of the desk, and leaned against the wall himself. Okay, I'll sit. Wait, did he say to sit? sure. Coach seems... Alright. I nod and sit down, nervously entwine my fingers on my lap. Coach seems to notice how tense I am. His gaze softening completely. Do you want some tea, maybe? Jeez. Why do I have to sit and all that stuff if I lost a... I told him I lost a key. It's not like everything was stolen. Jiminy. He smiles reassuringly and I nod again. He walks up to the desk and switches the electric kettle on. He must have had a cup of tea himself, because the water comes to a boil in over a dozen seconds. Black, green, white, peppermint. What do you drink? What is white tea? I like black. Black, like your supple fur. I don't know. Coach unwraps a tea bag and puts it in a clean mug, then fills it with most of it with boiling water. Tea floats up immediately, staying near the surface of the water, as if curious of the world outside. Very imaginative writing. Paper label attached to the tea bag is a motivational quote written on it. Find your inner balance. I really like them, even though they always state just something obvious, but they're small little reminders to take care of yourself throughout the day. Waiting only a short while for the tea to brew, Coach fills the rest of the mug with cold water from a bottle he has on his desk. I mean, I guess you might put cold water in green tea to cool it down. Usually I just wait for it to cool down, but I have milk with my tea, and even then it's nuclear reactive hot. He passes the mug and I take it gratefully and take a big sip. As the fragrance of the tea fills my nose, like, I know you're Norwegian and you have different cultures and stuff like that, but why would you do that to a tea? Tea isn't bitter at all, and the temperature's just right. So, Dark, what happened? So, I think that since the next Let's Play is going to be an entire episode where we discuss and everybody is shocked and awed at my flagrant loss of a key to my room, it would be a good time to end it here. So anyways, end of this Let's Play. So comment, cause I like comments, some you like, dislike, tips, otherwise if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow. And please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and neuter your animals to help control the pet population. I'm gonna have to take my shirt off between this Let's Play and next one because I am bloody hot. It is July. It's 104 outside at 7 o'clock. Actually, what is it? It was 104. Let's see, at 7 o'clock at night. In Texas, oh yeah, I forgot to do that one thing, but I'll do it later. It is 102 at 7 o'clock at night in Texas. Because that's Texas. Texas. Anyways, why can't I live in Norway? Snow. And like, I don't know, furry dudes. And until next time, let's say me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Hopefully I said Dawn Chorus instead of Adastra or something like that. I did 38 Let's Plays of Adastra. Kind of, you know, that's burned into my mind. Anyways, oh yeah, and I'm going to play this game, Internet. And if you want to support them, Patreon. And until next time, thanks and see ya.